Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome to another episode of Legend of Keepers, where we try to beat the game with Enchantress. Enchantress is a character, a hero monster, a boss monster that is all about her spells and debuffs and reducing the elemental weakness on enemies and doing damage over time with stacks of poison and frostbite and burn and so on. And speaking of burn, that's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. I have set up my skill set in a way where I can deal a good chunk of damage with damage over time. Monsters and master attacks which apply damage over time effects have 30% to apply an additional effect stack. That's a thing that I really like. Then we have Frozen Rose applies frostbite. That's a skill of the Enchantress here in the boss monster room. So it's nice, but it's not that interesting. However, it gets us to here. Damage dealt by monsters to heroes affected by frostbite increased by 20%. We have a Yeti, we might get an ice elemental, we might get here the frost skeleton that apply frostbite, and then we deal more damage when they are actually debuffed by that. Same effect with burn, so we're gonna do like an icy fire build, I believe. And then we have flamboyant lightning. We have a 20% chance that it applies burn 3, this is one of our spells, and then damage dealt by flamboyant lightning is increased by 30%, and then we have also stacks of elemental weakness applied by magical brambles increased by 2, as well as damage dealt by magical brambles increased by 20%, which is not yet skilled out completely. But hey, let's go. I also have 2 additional treants here. Also, we're just gonna play ranked, I'd say. Let's go ahead and do that. So, here we go. Good thing is that we start with the good old 2 treants here, and we can actually use them to just send them on business trips. They are very low tier monsters. However, I kind of like them. So, let's go ahead and, as I was saying, I need frost and fire. We need like a lot of burn. Our succubuses can apply a lot of burn. You know what? I'll try to do that. So it's gonna be like a fire room early on. I'm gonna stack another physical dude up there so that we have a tank in case we need it, and then the other guys later. Cool. First, Adventurers. I, by the way, have set it so that I have to manage my rooms every time before I actually fight Adventurers here. It was very, very important. Alrighty, what do we have here? Air damage to the front, fire damage to the front, as well as ice damage all around. Fire and air, seems like a succubus. Alright. And I kinda wanna put somebody in the back that is a bit about ice. I mean, all of them have pretty low physical weakness. Oh, physical resistance. Maybe I'm gonna put my Boarman in there. No, actually, you know what? We're gonna still take this guy. He's gonna take a lot of damage from the ice here, but it's only 16. So, let's try. Next up is gonna be the Furnace here. No, you know what? No, it is the Furnace. Yeah, 100% it's the Furnace. I was thinking about the Ice Trap because it applies ice weakness and we are about to apply some of that. But hey, let's just go. I'm gonna put all of you in there. I think it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't. Because of, I believe that my monsters are actually quite able to beat the heroes there. Alright, let's see. The problem is we're gonna get some ice damage early on, thanks to this apprentice skill. And then directly fire damage to the face. Alrighty. So, how do we win this? I think we're gonna just throw some infection here. Honestly, yeah, nature damage does the most because they have negative 45 nature resistance and negative 35 nature resistance, and we stack some nice poison on them. Yeah, that's some great upfront damage. And then Magma Ball to the backliner because she's the one... I mean, we can apply burn as well. Yeah, but anyway, she is the one that is the ice character, and she's taking a lot of damage from ice. Cool. So, good old Priestess, killing my frontliner. But also, she has converted one of her debuffs to a buff. That's what she does all the time, and I hate her for that. But luckily, the Scholar is basically dead now. That's 45 damage coming in, she has 20 to life. Wow! That's a lot of air damage. Important thing is that we destroy the backliner so she doesn't heal anybody. Because that's what she does at the end of a fight. Once she's gonna heal somebody for 50% of the missing health. No, 50% of the health total. But still, it's good to not have her. Yeah, and then, you know what? We're gonna drop the Flamboyant Lightning, which is a great nuke. 52 fire and 52 air damage to the face. That kills her. As I was saying, second room is not gonna come. Ooh, a Furnace. Second Furnace? Just go all in with the burn? I mean, if we stack burn, the enemy will take 20% more damage from the monsters. Sure, let's get 2 furnaces. Let's just go all in with the burn. We need more fire elementals. 100%. Alright, let's see. We could either train here or go for an engineer. I think I'm gonna go for an engineer and send somebody else on the course later. I think that's what I want to do. So definitely the furnace. Maybe even both of them. Let's go. Cool. Here we take the event. Ooh. Elementals gain 5% to all resistances. That is super handy. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Now we don't have enough money for the course anymore, but that's fine. I think it is actually quite nice to have both traps upgraded. So, fire supplier. We get some gold because of that. Thank you. And here comes the next room with adventurers. I'll set these guys to the back because they need to recover. And you know what? I'll drop these guys to the front. Maybe we're just gonna go in with poison completely. Could be a good idea. You know what? Let's do it like that. Cool. Adventurers next. Oh, and yeah, I should probably not do that before I click that button anymore, because as soon as I click that fight the heroes button, I now have the chance to actually, you know, sort my rooms again. So we get a lot of nature to the front, we got a lot of physical to the front, as well as air to the back. Nature and physical seems like it's gonna be the earth elemental. Air to the back, it's the boar man, and then something in between. Let's go. That's the trap. As I was saying, it's all about the fire here. We need another fire elemental or something. Would be cool. Something that applies burn to the enemies. So, air to the back. Oh, she is actually quite low to air. Alright. Yeah, we'll take this guy to the front. He has the most physical damage, physical resistance. And just a good old, what's it called? Harpy there. And then another furnace. I do believe that we can actually kill them before the second room. Or maybe in the second room with only 1 casualty or something. +5 to all resistances is super handy, especially when we are using the earth elemental a lot. Because that thing is actually quite sturdy. It's a great frontline tank. Has good resistances and very cool skills as well. I think we're gonna apply nature weakness here to the backliner. I mean, I could also go with tiredness, which reduces his damage. No, it's 40 nature damage and nature weakness. I like the weakness here specifically, because we also have roots that applies damage to the backliner from our tree end, as well as another stack of nature weakness. Or we deal some damage all around and apply poison. I think that's more damage overall. Yeah, let's do that. The problem is we spread the damage with that, of course. Broken armor? No, let's try to stun him. And we did, indicated by the little yellow spiral. That's pretty good. Alright. So that's less damage coming in. However, I think the Thug is gonna... No, wait, the Thug already did its thing. Sadly, the poison killed him. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna stack the poison because our creatures have a chance, a passive thanks to our skill earlier, to apply another stack of a debuff. And that's what we are doing right now. A broken armor. Broken armor will not convert over to this room. I'm gonna go with the stun again. And we got it! It's a 50-50, by the way. We get 30 physical damage as well as a 50% chance that we apply the stun. That'll kill the backliner? No, it doesn't. But the backliner is also tired, so we deal 40% less damage. It's all about the effects here. Speaking of... This is looking already pretty good. Let's go. So, thanks to the fact that we are spreading the damage quite a lot here, I think... we're gonna go Wild Strike, by the way. Deals more damage. Because both of them are gonna be dead next initiative round. But yeah, because we have stacked the damage all over the board here, means that this guy's dying through poison, and then we have the chance to either drop Flamboyant Lightning on a single target, or just go with the other thing, the Brambles, that deal a bit more damage over the board. We don't need much anymore. Oh yeah, he's dead, technically. I wish I could drop Flamboyant Lightning to the front, but it's only a backline attack. No, in that case, Magic Brambles. It's a bit of damage, applies the nature weakness. No, not nature, elemental weakness, which reduces their overall defenses, which is all of them which are not armor. They're pretty low and everything. And now we're just gonna kill them with a whirlwind. Pretty good. Ooh, a gargoyle. Gargoyle is a demon though. I wanna go with elementals. Also, they don't really apply the debuffs that I want. Bleed is okay, but I kind of want to go with burn mostly. I'm gonna take the money. Early on, it's actually quite good to have some of your, your roster updated with more monsters. Because you really want to have some that you can send on business trips or send to plunder. So that you can do something and get stronger overall. Speaking of, there is a plunder, a business trip, and then another trainer or course. I'm gonna go with the event here. Ooh, that's the Potion of Evolution to our Harpy for free. Yeah, really cool. Why did I do that? The reason for it is that there is a trainer coming up anyway, and I need to keep my money together. It's, I think, more efficient going for more gathering events early, and if you have a trainer, you can train multiple monsters at the same time. So just training them once, and then twice later, and then another time, and so on, is, I think, a waste of resources. Speaking about resources, I think I'm gonna send somebody on a business trip now. Let's go. That, my friends, is Troll Beer. I kinda like Troll Beer. It's 15% additional damage and morale when the motivation is full, and I always try to get that. It'll also send our Wind Elemental, which is not that relevant to me. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. Cool. So, now the course, which will send a monster away for a bunch of weeks. I think it's 8 weeks. Or trainer for direct upgrades. The course is more efficient when it comes to upgrading, because it costs less money and you get 2 direct upgrades. I think I'll do the course here. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna train the good old Yetigo, because he is gonna get a passive which applies Frostbite whenever he attacks somebody. And keep in mind, enemies applied, or enemies that have Frostbite applied take 20% more damage. That's what we do, that's how we win. And then I'm gonna go Engineer and upgrade my 2 traps again. Let's go. Seems good. Traps are like an auto-include, like they are always there, which makes them quite easy to set up. Ooh. Hey, that's difficult. Alright, I'll do it like this. Should I? No, I shouldn't. I was thinking about just saving my, what are they called? Succubus. And putting them into the second room. And these guys are my sacrificial lambs, and I don't care if they are getting demotivated. I want to keep them alive. However, problem is that I think I'm lacking early damage, and I think the second room will also be damaged then. So we're gonna do it exactly like that. Alright, I can probably go for veterans already. With a double upgrade on traps. I want to try it, let's go. Let's go high risk, high reward. It's a very early veteran fight here, I gotta say. But hey, maybe we get it done. So, fire and physical is coming, as well as a bit of nature. So you are the physical absorber. You are that. Also, he's immune to bleed. And every other guy is just regular. Fine. I don't like that we have the last trap after the monster room there. Anyway, let's apply some fire. Let's get the monster room set up. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'll play it like that because the Harpy has an attack, and if she gets that off, all of the guys in front of her get speed upgrade, and that means that we might get a turn off before the enemies kill us. So just getting that initiative in order. That's the idea. Let's see. I'm just hoping that we can kill her before the second monster room. Oh god. The nature. Yeah. Rip. These guys are veterans after all. Is it gonna be Infernal? No, it's Infection. We need to damage over time right now. It's super important that we deal as much damage as possible, and the midliner is gonna take a good chunk of it, and the backliner as well. 8 stacks though. Alright. Alright. I think it's not that bad after all. I mean, yeah, we got obliterated in the first room, but we got 8 stacks of poison, as well as the burn, of course. Yeah, we're just gonna drop some brambles and then they die. Ideally, both of the backliners will die now, and then we can drop Flamboyant Lightning, which is just the higher damage. Also has a 20% chance to attack a stack of bleeding. No, burn. Which we didn't get. And now, thanks to our high initiative, we should be able to just destroy them. Yeah, let's just go all in with damage. Okay. Pretty low to air. Let's go for a whirlwind. Boom. Down he goes. That was really handy because now we got some great rewards. We get another relic here. Creatures have a 20% chance to gain enraged when they are attacked. I don't like that too much, because sometimes you just get attacked and then you die, and then you don't get anything out of your enrage. I think I'll just go with the elemental resistance. Yeah, I want my people to not get demotivated. And best way to ensure that is to not die. So, not enough money to really do anything here, so we're gonna go with an event. I don't want a trap, I don't want a poison trap, so we're gonna refuse that. Alright, engineer. Again, not enough money. I think I'll take the workout here. We get 10 armor? Yeah, 10 armor is really good on this character. Because our Enchantress has... Can we see that here? No? No? No, we can't see that here. That's a problem. But yeah, she's low on... she's rather high on elemental resistance, but low on armor. And that plus 10 armor is quite significant there. I'm not gonna go to the black market. You could sell some creatures here, but... maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll sell Douglas. At the same time, he's a nice filler. I'm gonna keep him. Event. Oh. Fixing the trap will take 5 weeks. That is bad. Alrighty, another business trip. Let's do it. That's completely irrelevant here. Merchant's price is reduced by 20%. The merchant is the place where you can buy monsters, but I'm thinking that I'd try to just get monsters as loot. And I'm just gonna play adaptive here. We're gonna send Onthus. Onthus is not relevant to my fighting at all. He can get some blood and some money. 8 weeks gone? Sure. I mean, that's just more money, but I think I'll just send Ponthus. Let's go. Another group of adventurers. Okay, I'll drop you, and then we bring Douglas, Poom, Ulazra. Oh, I see a problem. Still, I want all of them to recover, and then I have to really think about my business trips. Uh-oh. Alright, yeah, these guys are gonna be the frontliners. Are they? Yeah, kind of. And then I have two monsters only in the second room. But ideally, again, the enemies won't reach that room, and we're gonna have a good time there. Let's see. One of our fire traps is not available here, which is a bit of a problem. See, air damage to the front, nature damage to the front, and fire damage all around. It's a bit of a thing. Especially since we have the mage that is gonna randomly position our characters. Good thing is that we have double trap. Okay. We have both traps? Both fire traps? What happened? I fired my apprentice there that kind of damaged the trap, but my trap is still there. It seems like an event that should be reworked. I have no idea if that has any long-term consequences now that I fired him. But okay, I'll take double furnace, and the second room is gonna be safe since we got 2 furnaces. And we have the flamboyant lightning or the magic rumbles that can just deal damage to them. Them being the enemies. Alright, here comes the randomization. Oshi. That was good. That was really good. Although, holy crap, the damage. Oh, yeah. 40 nature damage to whom? Probably to the frontliner. Let's go. I should have applied nature weakness. Yeah, now that I think about it, nature weakness would have gotten us a better effect out of the spell. Rip. Okay. Now that I think about it and now that I see what's happening here, I am not entirely sure if the second room is gonna live or not. Ooh. Let's see. Flamboyant lightning doesn't quite kill. Magical brambles apply nature weakness or elemental weakness. Yeah, I kind of have to do that. Nuking the backliner? No. Alright, that's gonna be a very interesting fight. I think we're gonna get to our master monster here. Come on, Trap, do your best. Kills the midliner. It's good. It's really good. But we only have like 2 monsters here that can do some damage against them. Why do they heal? Because of you. 15% of all heroes' maximum life at the start of each fight. Ow. I mean, luckily we can kill somebody here. And then massive air damage to the front or AoE? Good question. I'll do AoE damage here. Don't kill me! Alright, you didn't kill me. Is she having enough? Yeah. Okay. So now I can kill the backliner or the frontliner. She's gonna heal if I let her live. He has quite good initiative though. Do it like that. Alright. Die. Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna kill her, but she has, thanks to the fact that she has such a low initiative, we should be able to kill her before she can do anything. Let's go Frozen Rose. That's a massive ice nuke. Ice and nature and applies frostbite. Let's go. Got her. So no damage to Enchantress, but our whole team just got obliterated. Alright, so a Flame Eater is actually pretty good here because he benefits from high stacks of debuffs. He says 27 fire damage, adds 2 stacks to the penalty with the most stacks applied to the target, and his passive is damage dealt increased by 5% per stack of penalty applied to the hero. That's a great Room 2 monster. It's super good. And I think it also applies burn at higher levels later, if I am correct. So, Doctor or Merchant. I think I'll check out the Merchant. Let me see, that's gonna be probably Merchant event. Not a good thing here. No great events. That's 30 fire damage and apply burn to the backliner. Nice mortar you have there. I could also renew that, but I don't want to. I want to keep my money together. It's just not relevant. The Doctor would have gotten us some HP back to our master monster. Workout. No, I need money. Give me events. That's not a good event. We have 2 of our good monsters out for 8 weeks now. Yeah, events could be bad as well. At the very least, we got a enchanted cog. Traps deal 20% more damage and morale. I take that, thank you. The problem will be... actually, there's no big problem. Wanted to say the problem will be that we are not stacked up completely, but I think we are, kind of. So I take you... I'm putting my monsters to the back because I want to heal them, because we have that Troll Beer, which gives us 15% more damage when they are at full motivation. But I can also just put them into a fight. Okay, I think I'll do it like that. Actually, I'll put you over here and you to the front. Let's see how this works. I'm gonna fight veterans. Man, my team setup seems a bit volatile here. But I might get it done. Let's try. Let's try. Okay, you guys are healing. That's good. The problem is the food poisoning. I really wanted my Yeti in level 3. That guy is really, really strong at this point of the run. We are fighting, as you can see, level 2, level 2, level 3 enemies here. Luckily, we start with the furnace, so that's good debuffs at the start of all of this. Then the attack. It's air damage to the back, fire damage to the front, nature damage to the front. Not a fan of that. I have to sacrifice one of these. Let's see. Another furnace, please. Thank you. Problem is that the Scholar is quite resistant to fire, but she has very little HP, so that's the good thing. And then we have fire 0 and fire negative 35. Seems good to me. I need somebody that has air resistance. I need to put it to the back. Actually, let's put you. You are the frontliner here, and you are the midliner. Let's go! Let's fight the veterans. By the way, they also have some additional skills. These skills being... applies broken armor when attacking, which increases the physical damage taken. Initial duration of penalties reduced. Yeah, decreased by 1. So he's gonna take 1 stack less of debuff. Oh god. Don't kill both of them. Thank you. Good, I can do something here. Maybe just nuke him down? What do you have? Air damage to the front, applies vulnerable. Oh yeah, that'll kill him. So, that's that, and then it's gonna be Shiroko. Perfect. So vulnerable means he takes 30% more damage. It doesn't scale, it is just 30% flat, and the stacks just indicate the amount of time that we have. Cool, so frontliner down. That's good. And then both of them, because if the Scholar kills the first target, the Fire Dog will jump over to the next as well. Alrighty. I don't know how we kill here. Maybe with the Flamboyant Lightning. That could be good. It's massive fire and air damage. Magic Bramble applies elemental weakness, but we are rather slow here. I think we won't really take benefit of it. I think we should though. Yeah, let's try. We still have 2 enemies to kill before they reach the boss monster. And I don't want that. Good news is, we have some stacks of debuffs on them, which is really nice. And she's always attacking with fire to the front line, which has a 60% fire resistance. And the ice guy in the back, oh sorry, the air guy in the back, we have 50% air resistance here. So these guys don't do so much damage to us. Apply burn. Burn is always good because it stacks our damage output. It increases it by 20%. Yeah. Let's do AoE damage here. And then the Flame Eater should be able to kill. There we go. Problem being, of course, that the attack of the Boarman is now completely running into nothing because he would die anyway, and whatever I do, that is a wasted attack. Anyway, we will live, and that's the important thing. There we go, Magma Ball. Boom! Down she goes. Hell yeah! So, I could either take the Poisonous Plant Trap, which applies 12 nature damage as well as nature weakness. I'm not gonna go for that. Enchanted Seeds. I really want to play once with Enchanted Seeds, maybe in the next run. For the moment, I'm gonna skip that because I don't like this thing so much, I think. And then 172 gold, we're gonna just make our monster stronger. I know that if you Enchanted Seed somebody, your monsters that you transform into treants will not take any motivation damage. That is good, but in the second room, my monsters are so strong anyway that they most of the time don't fall. And as a result, they are quite good at defending themselves. Cool. So, the Battle Babes and Mr. Scirocco are gonna go back. We have not much here still. Yeah, we need to get them back. But in 5 weeks, we have our Earth Elemental and our Yeti back. So. Traps upgrade to full. I don't know what's coming. I really want monster upgrades here. But let's go for the Engineer here because I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade my monsters in this set of events here. It's a business trip. Broken Trap. Yeah, I don't care about that. That's the Poison Trap. Alchemist. Not yet. I think I'm gonna do it later. Ooh, that's good. That's basically a free Alchemist with a better rate. We get 30 tears for 15 blood. Thank you. I'll take that. And then I would say I'm gonna send... Cannot send somebody on another business trip right before the veterans. But also, if I plunder, there's a chance that some of my monsters will get injured. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the business trip and take the safe option, I believe. Let's see. Burnout duration reduced by 2? That's a level 2 monster that I'm gonna send away for 8 weeks, but the outcome is actually quite good. That's okay here. I can take the succubus. Wait a sec. I want you to actually rest as well. No, here's the thing. I'm gonna send the succubus. She is going to be ready in the next fight then, and we get 100 gold. It's a mediocre thing here. Alright, so send the Boarman back. I need more monsters, by the way, so I can swap in and out. And I need trainers. There's one, though. Let's go for the veterans for that exact reason. Because I want more money, I want better gear, and I need to kind of scale quicker. 2 level 3, 1 level 2. He's immune to poison, she's immune to master spells, which makes Flamboyant Lightning really bad here. Right. Alright, that's air damage to the front, air damage to the back, and then there is nature damage to the back. Yeah, rip us. That room is gonna die. Another trap. Ooh, it's gonna be a real tough fight here. Anyway, they're pretty low to fire. Let's go. You there. You there. Probably the fire elemental to the back, because I do believe that by the time they arrive here, the midliner is still standing and he deals a good chunk of air damage to the back. I don't want that to happen. Alright, let's see. They also have the healer. So she heals 50% of a hero at the end of a fight. It's not good. Go AoE Lightning Strike. Very good. That also demoralizes them a bit, but I think I'm not gonna play around that. Haste. Do I want haste? No, I'm gonna go Whirlwind. That applies tiredness. Maybe that does something. Ow. Alright. Rip Treants. She actually removed tiredness, and we still have the burn, which is, I think, quite good, because we deal more damage to them now. Can we kill her? That would be so good. Yes, we can! Alright. One of them down. That's significant. Oh god. And down we go. There comes the heal. I mean, she's immune anyway, so Flamboyant Lightning does nothing. I'm gonna go Magic Brambles. Yeah, you know what? Let's reduce the elemental resistances. Now they have a 20% negative fire resistance here. She has quite a good chunk of damage. And we have 20% more damage. That's good. Alright, so how do we win this? I don't know yet. But again, my ordering here was, I think, right, because the 30% air resistance here was quite good. We had nobody with better. Yeah. Alright, difficult. I think I'm gonna go Inferno. Kind of want the frontliner down quite quickly. The nature will kill. But we deal a good chunk of damage and increase the highest debuff stack by 2 with that attack. That's pretty good. And then... nature weakness? Or poison? He's attacking the backliner, so yeah, nature weakness is actually helping the Treant for a consecutive attack. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because it's only a stack of 1. But okay. Let's keep doing what we are doing. Yeah, in that case, I think poison just deals more damage. Because we have another stack of 5 that is applied at the start of the turn, so that was 20 total. Important thing is that we just live here. That's 22. It makes more sense here. Deals more damage. But yeah, we got it. So Master is still alive, and we get Skeleton Soldier and the Gargoyle. Come on, guys. Why those? Skeleton Soldier is okay, though. He's a great tank. There's a lot of physical armor. That's the thing that my people are kind of missing. The only other physical guy that I have are... no, actually, I have the Yeti, which is okay, and I have the Boarman. Gargoyle is not really helping in this scenario. He's very, very good with morale damage and, of course, bleed. I'll take the money. Again, there is a trainer coming up. Let's take that. Cool. So if they were at higher levels, I would have considered them, by the way. Let's go to the trainer and see if we can upgrade something. We have to. I'm really thinking about the Earth Elemental, because it applies 2 poison to all heroes when he dies. And that's pretty good. The Fire Elemental is kind of my... most important one. He also gets a passive, attack, that has 25 fire damage and it jumps to the heroes affected by burn. If we place a burn trap before that room, boom, lots of damage. Alright, we train him definitely. You guys are also gonna get burn later when we upgrade them twice. Fire Eater definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the Succubus again. And then we can also upgrade the little Treants for 50, because they are very, very cheap. Yeah, let's just make them a little bit stronger so that they can hold out for yeah, just longer. Alchemist? And again, I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm gonna skip the Alchemist for an event for the hope of something good. That's all bad. We're gonna sanction them. That'll make them unavailable for 5 weeks. Ignoring it will make it so that one of them dies later. I can't have that. So, collectors. I think I'm gonna pay an own life here. Wanna keep the blood together. We're gonna heal 5 per week, so we are still in an okay situation. Finally, we got some money, so the next trainer is gonna be very, very handy. But yeah, I think I have to play against veterans here, and I have to really think about who I want to bring in. This is not looking great, guys. I mean, it is looking okay, but great is different. Probably have to use my fire elemental here. Leaving them out is, I don't believe, an option. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'll just do that. Okay, let's see. And we're gonna be playing in this area, right? I mean, here we could get heat weakness, fire weakness in this room, in this biome. Here we could get frostbite that increases our damage by 20% that we deal. I'll take that. Let's go. Let's go to the glacier. The good old polar highlands, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's go. This looks doable. Okay, I'll drop the fire trap early. We also have the event early. That's super handy. And then what's coming? Nature to the front, fire to the front, nature to the back. Nature is the problem. Nature and fire. So you're a sacrificial lamb. You just need to live, hopefully. And you're the backliner. Holy crap, he's gonna die. No, I put the succubus to the back. She has a... yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, here we go. Another furnace. Problem is the scholar. He's gonna just obliterate us. So, nature to the back. And fire to the front. And then she's in the mid. Let's see. Luckily, our second room is very far back in the dungeon. Which might be that these veterans are not coming through. Alright, as I was saying, I want to get some Frostbite online. That's 30 physical damage as well as Frostbite 3. That's the ice debuff. That deals damage over time. And now we have them Frostbitten and Burn. So that should be a 40% damage increase. We just need to get the damage out. That's the most important thing here. So high initiative is crucial. We have, sadly, the Scholar and the Thug. Both of them quite speedy. Ow. Infection deals more damage. That's good. Comes the nature to the... Ah, she lives! Very good. And now we just need to stun her and everything is gonna be... No, we're gonna kill her. Zap! Alright. Did we just take some poison as well? Maybe poison is too slow. At the same time, we're gonna die next round anyway. Yeah, let's go. Let's take the poison. Deals at the very least a bit of damage over time. And then they die. And then she heals. But here's the thing. Ah, she is immune to master spells. I wanted to say, I'm just gonna blast some lightning in her face. But no, that's not an option here. Let me think about that. Can we kill with that? I'm pretty sure we can. So I don't drop the enchanted seeds. I just drop brambles. That doesn't do anything. It's a bit unfortunate, but hey, we're just gonna do it now. Yeah, thanks to the fact that we have the nature 40 resistance here, it's gonna be okay. I go Infernal Kiss here. This is all about now bursting it down, and fire deals just more upfront damage. And we also have the air damage, applying vulnerable, 30% more damage taken, and we go Magma Ball. Big 60 damage nuke to the back. Here we go. Enchanted Cogs. My traps are maxed out. Them dealing more damage is really good here. Money is also really good here. That's one level for one of our characters. Let's take the cogs, I guess. Let's do it. Alright, that's gonna be... event. That's definitely gonna be Sanctuary down there. Wait. You want 500... No, you give me 500 gold for the level 2 Fire Elemental. That is gonna be an auto-include in all of my runs? No. More tiers for gold. Yep, we'll take that. And now we can easily go to the Sanctuary and get a nice debuff on our enemies. Either demoralizing them early on, or making them vulnerable, taking 30% more damage for 3 turns, basically. Or reducing their resistances by 20. Also for 3 turns. More damage increased, damage taken is increased, or resistance is lowered. I think the damage increase is worth more. Is it? Depends. It's very situational. This is all of their resistances. It's like good damage increase for us over the board. I'll take that though. Let's check it out, guys. And I do believe that we can go for veterans here. Absolutely. I think we are actually getting quite strong, especially since we have the good traps. And finally, we have Mr. Yavro here, the Yetigo. So you go to the back. Earth Elemental is finally here, as well as a little one. The little one being the Treant. Questions. Is that the setup? Might not be. Let's do it like that, so we have some more options to the front room. And we'll definitely play against the veterans here. Let's go. I have no idea in which week we are, by the way. Should be like 40-ish? I don't know. So, nature damage AoE, nature damage back, and then physical damage to the back. That seems we're gonna put this guy with physical and nature resistance in the back. Nature... Both of them are really good with that. You to the mid. Actually, is that guy more important than... No. We play it like that. This seems very interesting. We might actually get something done in the first room. The biggest problem being, of course, that they start the monster. Like, they start the dungeon with the monster room. So the enemies won't be weakened at all. At all. Alright, and another trap there. Yeah, sadly, the hero setup is really good for us, but the dungeon setup is complete garbage for the first room. Sorry, guys. You have to kind of power through. Good luck with that. That's okay, a 4. But we're just gonna do whirlwind here. That also hastens the... No, wait, it didn't hasten my air elemental there. Sadly. That applies air weakness over the board, but if you can take a kill, you take a kill, right? Not quite there! Oh my god, and we don't have any damage. DPR, DLT, damage over time. Yeah, okay. Kind of a quote-unquote wasted attack because of that. Do I want haste here? No. Again. I'm just gonna burst. Oh, she has. Ignores the first attack suffered. Then I should have gone for the AoE. Yeah, I really need to check my enemies beforehand. Make them vulnerable a little bit longer? They're gonna destroy my thing here, my Earth Elemental. I think I'm gonna go with air weakness. Alright. So now they have negative 75 and negative 40 air resistance, and we can... Yeah, we can deal some great damage. Let me see. I'm gonna go... Wait a sec. She has 95 speed. He has 70, so if I go Gust, I'm gonna be faster. Let's do that. And now I can either Scirocco or do another air weakness? No, it's fine. Let's just hit him. He's dead. And then another Scirocco. Right. I think everything considered, that was a great room. How do we kill you now? We have Pollen Cloud. That's nature damage as well as nature weakness. Or physical damage and poison. Doesn't really matter. I go with the poison. We're gonna drop the Flamboyant Lightning on her in this room. We're just gonna advance now through the rooms and kill her. There's no need to overcomplicate things. We got this. She ignores the first trap. Sure. Fine. It's a passive of a scout. And here comes the lightning, guys. Boom. Thing is so strong, it's a great nuke. If you want to get the backliner down, you're just gonna get the backliner down. And we get an upgrade for it. Hell yeah. Let's upgrade that. I like it. Cool. Another room of veterans? I think it was veterans here. We're gonna get some free heals from the doctor as well. Pretty good. Thank you. And that's the trainer. We need money, so I'm gonna send somebody on a business trip. What's that? Creatures gain 10 armor. I mean, how many creatures are we using? Let me see. That's a creature. The harpy is a creature. The boarman is a creature. The others are either demons or elementals. We could get that for 3 of my characters. The Harpy definitely needs the armor. The Yeti as well. This guy not so much. Sure-ish. Don't want to send this guy away. Actually, no, I'm fine with that. Brings us a lot of money. And I want other relics, I think. Okay, so we're gonna send the Wind Elemental. And this is where we're just gonna go to the Alchemist and just convert all of our blood and tears that we have into money. So, 15 to 10, it's the conversion rate here. Okay, that's fine, and now we're gonna drop some of that for additional money. I think I want to stay at like 30 on each, so I can play around events. And now we're gonna go to the trainer. Perfect. I love it. So you get in here because you can only train monsters that are actually in the rooms. Now, I want level 3 here because, boom, now we apply 2 burn with Infernal Kiss on the good old Succubus. I also want him upgraded. Consumes all the stacks of burn, and when you say consume, it's just blowing them up directly, not doing damage over time anymore, but just using the stacks and just applying all the damage of the stacks. That's pretty good. That's a great new guy. I also want the guy he upgraded. The Earth Elemental is so good. Let's do it then. I mean, we have so much money. I'll also upgrade the Fire Elemental. I also upgrade the other Succubus. And maybe even my Treants. Because they just gain a bit more health, and that bit more health might decide a run. Like a room, an encounter. Right, that seems good. That seems very good. Yeah, finally, we have some strength here. So I'm gonna put the Battle Babes to the front room. Combined with the Yeti, I guess? Although I can't keep the Yeti here. It's very synergistic with the Fire Eater. Put the Boarman to the front. I also need to upgrade the Boarman sometime because he's the only one having some physical armor for me. If we fight the Hoplite later on, we're gonna have a bad time. Hoplite being a champion that is really, really strong and very, very oriented with physical. Let's go ahead and put you... No, the level 2-1 over here. Alright, I'm good. Let's go and fight veterans. I think we can easily do it. Seems good. Seems very, very good. Sure. What do we do? Oh my god, it's perfect. We're gonna start with the furnace. We have a room disaster. Then we have what? Nature to the back, air to the front, fire to the front. So air and fire. Seems like we're gonna put a Succubus here. And then nature to the back line. Seems like we're gonna put the Treant to the back. And then just Fire Elemental here. Next trap coming down. It's gonna be the next furnace. Boom. And Flamboyant Lightning. Or whatever there is. And then we're gonna basically do a similar setup here. Actually, I want the Yeti on the board. Let's see what it does. If they even come to that room, which I kind of doubt. Anyway, they have some passives here, since they are veterans. Let me see. That's a heal. That's the passive of the healer anyway. Ignores the first attack suffered, so we have to kind of drop an AoE on them. Applies elemental weakness when attacking, that's bad. And then gives back 5% of all heroes' maximum morale at the start of the turn. Yeah, I don't care about that. So we could either apply poison, dealing a good chunk of damage, or apply nature weakness. We have 2 characters that apply nature damage. I like that. Let's go. So, all of them already pretty damaged. Here comes the initiation. Scholars are so strong. Anyway, Infection deals like way more damage now. Pretty good. Can we kill the front line? Somehow. I mean, we have Spark. It's 35 damage. It affects everybody that is affected by burn. Seems good to me. Yeah, let's go. Let's try to nuke him. It doesn't give us more stacks of burn, but it just deals a lot of damage. Over the board. Don't kill! Yeah, he had the nature weakness, of course. So another AoE kills the front line. It will kill the front line eventually, thanks to the poison. And I think we broke her first hit shield here with the AoE from the fire elemental earlier. So we can now drop the magma ball if we want to. And I think I want to. Or we apply more burn. All around. Difficult situation. I think I'll go magma ball here. Just keep him stacked. One more magma ball kills now. And that's... oh my god. That's what I want. Can't touch me. Come on. I can actually live through the fight here. If only. No! If only the Scholar was on the board. That was very close. Anyway, Scholar down. Now we only have the Herbalist. Level 4, by the way. And you know what's coming now? Hell yeah! Flamboyant Lightning! And down she goes. So, second room, pretty safe still. Power only applies to the attacks that we get in the boss room. It doesn't apply to the spells as far as I can tell. I'm gonna upgrade my resistances. Let's do it. When I say my, I mean the Enchantress, which is me at the moment. Okay, here's money. We don't need to engineer anymore, we don't need to merchant. I want more creature upgrades, so let's try to get some money here. Ooh, I would have taken a Jabocco. Would I? I don't know. It's 500 gold, it's quite expensive. We don't have it, so we cannot take it. Here we go for the collectors. I think I'm gonna just tap into my own health again, keeping the blood around. And then the question, plunder or business trip? Plunder would, or could give us a good chunk of money. Business trip is a bit more directed though. And I want to fill up my relic slots, so let's do it. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Elementals have a 20% chance to apply one additional effect stack. And we're gonna send the Dark Magus, which is completely irrelevant to my setup. So yeah, let's go. 20% chance to apply one additional effect, any effect. Could be tiredness, could be damage over time, from poison, from burn, from whatever. It's really good. Let's go for another event. I don't want to sell my trap damage. Nope. So gonna refuse that. And we are in week 43 already. Cool. So we're gonna drop you, 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 and you. We're gonna get the good old, what's it called? Harpy in here. Earth Elemental. Yeah, looks solid. I'll put you into the front line so that we have a bit more variety. And... oh, that's difficult. I think I'm gonna go here, because... important. To leave him out there. I'm gonna go over to the ice area, because it applies Frostbite. And keep in mind, guys, Frostbite is 20% more damage for us when the enemies are affected by it. Right. Easy peasy, Furnace. So, air, physical, and to the front, and fire to the back. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Boreman can absorb. Air and physical. And then fire to the back. I mean, our Earth Elemental is quite resistant to fire. I'm gonna put you in there because you are actually an Elemental. And Elementals have a higher chance to stack debuffs, and you have poison and nature weakness. It also synergizes very well with the Earth Elemental, since both of them can attack the backliner for massive damage. One spell and then the second monster room. That's fast. Right, that's the most defense to this here. That's how we play it. Alright. So, I'd say they're gonna beat the second room here. Second monster room. Pretty sure about that. But hey, maybe I'm miscounting something right now and they will just die. Let's see. Alright, Scout. Oh, actually, Tracker didn't get affected by the first trap. I mean, they have vulnerable on them. Still, lots of damage against my Earth Elemental. Although he has his, what? Okay, 40% resistance there. Alright, Boreman can do one thing, and that one thing is probably gonna be a stunner. That worked. It has to be the poison, in the hope that we get something here. Only one stack. Not great. Tiredness 3. Makes a lot of sense here. So she deals a bit less damage when she comes into the next monster room. Maybe. Maybe this is all debuffed, or it's all diminished by just staying in this room. I don't know. Come on, please trigger. Doesn't trigger. Only a 20% chance after all. Luckily we can throw out another tiredness. Yeah, let's go. The problem is that the damage is super focused against the frontliner currently. Because we have two enemies, two heroes attacking the front with air and with physical damage. And it's a very bad combination. It kills so quickly. Alright, let's see. I think we're gonna go Magical Brambles here, reducing their resistance and killing the frontliner. Yeah, let's go. That's helpful for the next room. Maybe we can just nuke him. Let's see. And the higher the stacks, the more damage our Flame Eater will do. So that's gonna be a plus 5% damage increase for every stack or for every tie. No, per stack of penalty. And they are currently stacked to 9 or 11 on the front. Seems good to me. I go Infection here. Stack the poison a bit higher. That definitely kills the backline already. And I'll go Persecution. And then we're gonna just drop a nice ice bomb on the face of the Berserker. Got it. Cool, so second room lives, yet again. We could get another furnace, no. I don't care about orcs right now. Let's go for money. To upgrade. Super important. Alright, how to upgrade? We're gonna send somebody on a course. Yeah, let's do that. It is gonna be the Boarman. Yeah, I was saying I want this guy to just be a tank for my guys here in the back line. Here's the event. Skeleton Archer. That guy applies poison a lot, but I don't care about poison. At the same time, he's super cheap. I only have to pay in blood, and I can send him on business trips and so on. So yeah, we're gonna do that, just to have another monster ready. And then we can either go Sanctuary, make the adventurer's life worse, or our life better. Stamina could give us the flame buff. That would be amazing. What would we go for here? Elemental weakness. Let's do it. Combined with the vulnerability right now, it's gonna be so much damage that they take. So, their resistances are reduced by 20 and they take 30% more damage. Sign me up for that. Cool. Here's Mandible. Here is Ozonus. God, these names. Okay. Seems good. Yeah, we have great options now in the first room. And I think I'll go over here. Yeah. Let's go into the, what's it called, a castle area. Because there's the heat wave disaster, and that deals some damage as well as making the enemies more vulnerable to fire. That's what I want. So, let's see. Fire and physical to the front, and then air to the back. Fire and the physical is a huge problem. You gotta take it, buddy. I mean, that's air to the back, right? Yeah. And then you in the midline. Good luck, everybody! Very good setup here, by the way. That is disaster, trap, spell, another trap, and then the last room is gonna be completely irrelevant. We're just gonna blast them apart. Alrighty. Got it. Let's win. Hopefully. I don't know. We will see. Let's see how much damage we actually take. Also, they have some passives. Can't be demoralized, applies broken armor when attacking, and morale loss reduced by 50%. Okay. Luckily not relevant here. Oh my god. I'm gonna apply Burn here. Because that's another 20% more damage that they take. And then maybe air weakness, because I do believe that we will stay in the fight a little bit longer. I think we can actually absorb a bunch of damage. And that means I will make use of that air weakness in the next round quite a lot. More burn to everybody? Sure. Okay. I basically give up my first room here. By just making them so vulnerable and stacking so many debuffs. God, he still lives. That's so good. All over the board. Not taking a single target out yet, but it's gonna be worth so much. Alright. Now we go Infection. Very good. The air weakness is not really coming through. Yeah, let's keep the vulnerable on the frontliner. Stack it a bit higher, dealing a bit of nuke damage. Nice. That's my wind elemental done. And I think the last thing that we're gonna do here is a massive spark. That's the biggest nuke that we can get out. It's unfortunate that they were starting at the very beginning of the dungeon. If they were behind the disaster, or let's say the disaster and the trap, we would have lived. All of them would have survived the fight. Because that would have been the spot where they were so vulnerable already. So damaged already. You can see, she's still alive. She almost survived! What the actual hell? She was to, what, 6 health? Alright, interesting. So, resistance or a level 1 Boreman or flamboyant lightning. Oh man, we're gonna go with the flamboyant lightning all the way. It's gonna be the strongest flamboyant lightning that the history has ever seen. As I was saying earlier, I don't need to go for this trainer because there's one more here, but there's also Plunder and the Seminar. Yeah, let's train now and use the Seminar later. Okay guys, get in here. Although the Seminar would send people away for a bunch of weeks, and then we won't have them in the final fight. But it's only like the first half of the run, right? Because we're gonna get a promotion afterwards, and then we have stronger enemies swarming our dungeon there. Let's get the upgrade on the Earth Elemental. No, wait. Prioritizing them because they get burn on their fire attack there. Super important. More speed, more power, more health on the Yeti? Seems like a good idea to me. What's that? Also affect heroes slower than the Wind Elemental. That's a quite good thing to have. I really want to play the Elemental path. We have Imbued Catalyst as well as the Prismatic Stone. So Elementals, and Elementals specifically, are actually a very viable upgrade here. Alright, Ozonos, you get a promotion as well. And Therapist. I don't need more motivation on my characters right now. It's fine. We go with the event and we get 300 gold. Perfect. So, is it gonna be Seminar? Yes or no? I think it is. Let's make our minions stronger. We can get armor. That's a very, very big weak point on our team. We have okay with our elemental resistances, but armor is really low. I would love to have the burn there on the side, but didn't get it. So yeah, we have plus 40 armor on everybody now, and I think we're gonna send somebody on a course again. That's the Skeletal Archer. It's gonna be worth it though, because he is applying a lot of poison. Alrighty guys, here comes the champ. I want everybody who is at full morale in the fight. This is gonna be the second room, this is gonna be the first room. So we don't get our A-team in here, but I think it's okay to just let them recover a bit. Let's do it. Let's see who it is. Please don't be the Hoplite. Please don't be the Hoplite. I think we cannot do anything against that guy. It is the Fire Mage. Okay, we have a Pyromancer there. It's 80 fire damage to the backline. Of course, he is very resistant to fire. He applies burn when monsters deal damage to him, and the attack regenerates 10% of its maximum life if the target is affected by burn. Yeah, right? Not good. Now, also physical to the front and nature to the front. The fire goes to the back line. Now, how do we play that? I think we have to just do some poison. We're just gonna stack some poison on him and have a good time. I think that's how we do it. First room is gonna die horribly, but hey, let's go. Physical and nature makes sense to put the Yeti to the front, and then obviously fire resistance to the back line, and that. Alrighty, let's see how this goes. There is a chance that the Pyromancer will actually get to our boss, to our master. So we could either go bleed or demoralize or again heat wave. That's 30 fire damage, AoE, and fire weakness. Oh wait, no man, the trap will benefit from it. That's actually a lot of benefit. It was the right choice. It kills the midliner, technically. Yeah, you love. You die. Rip. Alright, so my Earth Elemental could live a little longer, possibly. Especially if I make him tired here, the frontliner. Yeah, let's go with that. And then try to apply poison. Emphasis on try. Hey, he got 2 stacks. That's cool. Boom, you're dead. Well, you know what? If we can get rid of this Berserker here to the front, I'd be already happy. Yeah, I'd be very happy because in the next room we have two of our characters in the back line being fire resistant, and he attacks always to the back. Is it the right choice to go Magical Brambles now? Flamboyant Lightning would do so much damage already. Yeah, it is. We need to lower their resistance here by 20 in order to get some damage out of the fire trap that will now kill the frontliner. This is exactly what I was talking about. I need him to die so we can completely focus on a single target. It makes things so much easier. Yeah, he just... he's still enraged though. That's a 30% damage bow. Still, it's okay. So, since he is pretty resistant to fire, not so much because he is applied by nature weakness, elemental weakness, we should deal infection damage here, right? Let's deal nature damage to him. Sure, let the burn cook, it's okay. We don't need to nuke right now. Let's just increase the highest stacks even further, and here comes the ice block. That's really cool that we have the Yeti, because it's the rock, paper, scissor thing for him. Still, our succubus died. Cool. Ice against fire. Makes sense. And down he goes. He got the champion beaten. And alright, so this is really bad. Each hero has a 30% chance to be demoralized. We are not playing with morale. That is a morale trap that applies multi-action to the next trap, but we have two very good traps already. If we upgrade that trap, it triggers multi-action once more? But it's very late. I want some upfront damage. So if I put that into the first trap room basically does nothing except for 7 morale. No, I'm not gonna play with that. However, we got an Orc Sorcerer that has 14 fire AoE as well as 2 burn, and when somebody dies around him, he's gonna resurrect them as skeletons. Cool.
Good work. We'd like to offer you a promotion.
Thank you very much for the promotion. I will gladly take it. Thank you for the higher payout as well. And we get either apply elemental weakness to the heroes when they enter a spell room. By the way, we get a new room, another spell room that we can drop some flamboyant lightning on. And additionally, 1 benefit here. So elemental weakness 2 whenever they enter a spell room, which makes it even easier to blast them down, or poison, or damage dealt by master spells increased by 25%. I think I like the elemental weakness. Let's go with that. Alright, and that's the next year. We are starting in week number 1. We have the higher challenge now. And that has been it for the first of the 2 episodes for the Enchantress with her Burn Ice debuff run. I hope you enjoyed it so far, guys. Next time we see each other, we're gonna continue at this point where we play the promotion level. And if you like the video, then don't forget to leave a rating. Subscribe to the channel if you want more of that. And if you want to support me doing what I'm doing here, as always, there's a link down below in the description that leads to my Patreon page. Would be very much appreciated if you have a bit of a spare coin. And I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.